It's here, the new Breitling Navitimer.
I've been wandering down the same road back into town, talking on the phone with you. Who knows what we should do?
Welcome back everyone to another episode, and today I'd like to talk to you about the new Breitling Navitimer watches. It's been 70 years since the launch of the Navitimer, and certainly it has become one of the icons of the watch industry and also a very, very recognizable watch. Breitling has decided to refresh their Navitimer, making it more in line with their overall modern retro style. But before I show you the watches, I'd like to specially mention Fred Mandelbaum. Fred is a very, very long time Breitling collector, and he has huge knowledge about Breitling and has been very, very helpful to Georges Kern, the CEO of Breitling, and of course to the whole Breitling brand, helping them with their newest collection, their new models, and well, of course, all of the novelties that have been coming out of Breitling. And of course, during the sneak preview, I also had the opportunity to check out a couple of his personal vintage Navitimer pieces. So let's talk about what we are up for when we look at the new models that have just been launched. So first of all, we have three sizes, the 41, 43, and 46 millimeter Navitimer. Second of all of these three watches have a domed sapphire crystal, making them, again, a bit inspired by their vintage counterparts. All of them have an open case back, so you can see into the nicely crafted COSC certified Breitling manufacture caliber 1. And one of my personal favorites because, well, I always find it very disturbing when there is a date on a watch and the date's disc is contrasting to the dial. It's not something I personally like and it doesn't really fit my style, but Breitling did something fantastic. They integrated the date into the subdial at 6 o'clock so that if you need to check what day it is, you can do it, but it doesn't like jump into your face because of it being contrasting. So let's start right off with the Navitimer 41. Personally, this is my favorite when it comes to size. I like the 41, it sits great on the wrist. As someone like me that has a smaller wrist, of course, this watch and in this size is just a perfect fit. And I do think that this watch will also fit smaller wrist sizes, making it also quite wearable for female watch collectors. The one that I have here with me is the mint green dial variant. There are three other variants that the 41mm comes in. However, I just find the mint green cool, and you've seen last year's new models, then you might have already seen that mint green or these pistachio green colors is something that Breitling actually really likes. Let's jump to the Navitimer 43. This specific dial variant is my personal favorite. I love the ice blue color on the dial. It just looks so refreshing, so cool, so modern, being also a Navitimer and also retro inspired, making this as probably my absolute favorite out of all the newly launched Navitimer models. This is, although a 43mm watch, it still is very wearable for me. Yeah, therefore I like it. Definitely this watch will look fantastic paired to a linen shirt in summer. So let's see what happens. The 43 Navitimer is also available in 5 other variants, including mint green and copper. The mint green on this specific model will be with black subdials compared to the 41mm with white subdials. And last but not least, we have Navitimer 46. This is definitely the biggest and certainly has its place. It's definitely not a watch for me, but I do really like the dial variant. I like this strong and dark green color with a lot of depth in it. It looks especially nice in the sun because it has different kinds of shades, so it works very, very nicely. Overall, it's a great watch. The 46mm comes on this metal bracelet. All of the Navitimer have the option of either coming on the metal bracelet, a leather strap, or other straps that Breitling offers. How did I personally like all of these new Navitimer watches? I have never been a big fan of the Navitimer. But since the introduction of the re-edition of the 806, I have been drawn to the Navitimer and seen what purpose and what style it actually suits. I have become a somewhat fan, let's put it like this. Still, I'm very hesitant of the Navitimer because it's still a watch where a lot of things are going on the dial. And this is not something that personally I favor. I like clean dials. However, especially with the new colors on the dial, Breitling has done a fantastic job of reintegrating retro looking watch into a modern world, opening up for a new target group and for the younger generation, I feel, well, making Breitling actually really relevant. And I think Breitling and of course the CEO Georges Kern are doing a fantastic job in staying relevant for their newer, younger consumers. I'm personally really hooked. I'm excited to see what's still to come this year because I bet that this wasn't all. Fred and Georges are definitely a dream team when it comes to making these fantastic Breitling watches. Go and check out the watches yourself, have a look at them. They really do look fantastic and I wouldn't be doing this video if I wouldn't feel that way. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you're getting some value out of this video, it really does help me a lot and I would definitely totally appreciate it. Other than that, as always, if you feel like it, put a thumbs up and we'll see each other in the next episode. Bye-bye.